Good afternoon. This is Barbara in Little Rock, and as you can see, I am making corn spoon bread. And we start out with, so easy, 1 box of Jiffy, 1 can of creamed corn, now sometimes when I make this I use 2 cans of creamed corn if I want it to be more puddingy, and of course also include the corn, regular canned corn, drained, of course. You have to drain it. Although some people leave the liquid in there to make it more puddingy, like a cornbread pudding, or some people call them, they can change it up and call them casseroles, but we just use it as corn spoon bread. And the next thing, of course, is my eggs. I put 2 eggs in there. And sometimes you can fry the eggs up or scramble them before you put them in there for a different flavor. You can really change the measurements as you like. Every time you make it, you can make it a little different, put jalapenos in it or rotel. Here I'm putting sour cream. It's about a cup. Put that in and mix it up. Sour cream is so good in most anything. I like buttermilk usually in mixing this up, but I didn't have any. But sour cream is a good alternative. Even if you want to put milk, you'll just have to be cautious not be too soupy when you add milk and get your measurements. But that's a cup of sour cream there. I've seen people chop up green peppers and put them in there, and just whatever you have in the garden. I've never heard of anybody putting tomatoes in it, but why not? Dried tomatoes might be really, really good, and garlic might be good. Fresh garlic. Or maybe onions. You know, it's just a real good basic corn spoon bread. It's easy. Just make sure that everything's mixed up really, really good before you put it in the oven, because you don't want to, like Jiffy mix at the bottom that wasn't mixed up. You want to make sure it's stirred up very well, blended. And this is a melted butter. I've got about a half a stick. You can put up to a stick or as much butter as you want. And you can either leave it on top and it'll turn a real crusty brown on the edges, but I prefer to put it into the mixture itself. Got my oven on 350, not to preheat, and it's ready for me to put this corn spoon bread in the oven. It'll cook for about 50 minutes. This particular one is in a pretty nice size Corning ware, and so it's deeper than maybe a 9x13, or more of a long oblong pan. It'll cook faster, but this is thicker or deeper. I don't know how to say. Anyway, it's going to go in the oven. I do wipe the brim off because I don't like any. After the brim is wiped off, I put it in the oven for temperature of 350 for about 50 minutes in this Corning ware. And there it is. and everyone seems to like it. Sometimes you can put cheese on it, but it's usually a hit, especially on Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining me today. Please like, subscribe, or hit the bell, and you'll be notified of new videos. Remember, God has you in His hands, and pray for Mother Earth. Bye-bye.